fears now that all 72 passengers have died after a plane crashed in Nepal. So far, 68 deaths have been confirmed. Authorities are saying the chances of finding survivors are, quote, slim. Video on local media showing thick black smoke from the crash site as rescue workers and crowds gather around the wreckage of the aircraft. The ATR-72 was operated by Seti Airlines and was en route from the capital, Kathmandu. Let's bring in I-24 News contributor Neha Punya joining us live from New Delhi. Thank you so much for being with us. Talk to us about the latest in terms of the death toll and what do we know about the people who were on board?
Well, Nepalese authorities are confirming that 68 people have died in this crash so far, but rescue operations continue on a war footing, and officials say they're still trying to find any survivors, if at all. There were 72 people on board on this flight that was coming in from Kathmandu and flying towards the central Nepalese city of Pokhara, and we understand that the crash happened just short of the Pokhara airport when the plane hit a hillside very close to the airstrip. There were 72 people on board, I said. Most of these were Nepalese citizens, 53 of them. And the crew were all Nepalese as well. There were also 15 foreign nationals on board. These were citizens from India, Russia, Australia, and Russia as well. And officials are saying that this was a 25-minute flight, and they're still trying to ascertain what happened, but right now the Nepalese Prime Minister urging civilians to pitch in with rescue operations as well. From what we understand, the plane broke into pieces after hitting that hillside, and part of it fell down, tumbling down into the river below.
Talk to us about the next steps in the investigation and the probes to determine the cause of the crash. What else are investigators looking for, and what kind of conclusion will they come to? Also, do we know if this is a type of investigation that will be carried out quickly?
Well, the government has already ordered a probe. You had the Nepal Prime Minister holding a high-level meeting soon after news of this crash broke. But so far, some officials have said it doesn't look like this crash was a result of bad weather, something we see quite often in Nepal because of its mountainous terrain. The weather there can turn quite quickly, and that's often led to crashes in the past. But officials, locals say it was a clear sunny day in Pokhara, so that might not be a reason. Videos circulating online also show the plane flying very low, hugging the skyline of the city right before the crash, and then it swerves quite drastically before hitting that hillside. Many locals say that this is a densely populated area, so the pilot maybe tried to ensure he didn't hit any residential areas. So there will be, of course, attempt to retrieve information from the black box as well. But Nepal is no stranger to such air tragedies. We've seen 300 people die in the last 22 years in plane and helicopter crashes, and this is one of the deadliest crashes Nepal has seen in several decades.